what's going on, guys? A few days ago, the Falcon and Winter Soldier show had just ended, and Nick and I are gonna give our thoughts on the overall season, similar to what we did for WandaVision. And
Yeah,
personally, I enjoyed it a lot. Not as much as WandaVision, but it was still a really good move or good season.
yeah, I totally agree. I mean, week to week, I definitely was actually waiting for WandaVision more and more. But I mean, when Friday came around, I was hyped to watch Falcon and Winter Soldier in the morning.
Yeah, it was definitely a lot of action. It like had a similar vibe to Captain America: Winter Soldier,
Yeah,
which I kind of like the whole like spy espionage type of movies. Like it's a
right.
nice break. I mean, there were super soldiers, but it was a nice break from like primarily like
Yeah,
superheroes, just, like a spy
yeah,
movie.
laser beams and aliens and
Yeah,
stuff.
magic and all that.
It's a nice like ground level, street level break. Yeah, I totally agree. The fighting was pretty good. There was there was a lot of action, but maybe I anticipated a little bit more, but I mean, the acting was good. There was a buttload of villains, which they hit or miss sometimes. I mean, we'll just go right here to the end. I don't know how I feel about Agent Carter turning out to be
Power Broker.
the power broker. I kind of expected it. I mean, it was kind of obvious.
Yeah, I kind of had that inkling where she was almost hesitant to go back to the U.S. and she had all this wealth from seemingly out of nowhere, and
Yeah. And they kept saying about talking about the power broker, but they never really like actually hinted towards them. So it's like, yeah, because they didn't want to give away too much, so you knew something was up.
yeah, I thought it'd be a bigger deal than like what it was,
Yeah,
but and
yeah, for
knowing the way
sure.
Disney is planning these, at least I'm pretty sure it's the same thing with WandaVision. Falcon Winter Soldier will not have a second season, but it'll
No.
roll into the new Captain America with Anthony Mackie
Yes,
taking over.
yeah, setting up the next line of movies. But yeah, I mean, talking about that, I mean, his suit looked really cool. The Captain America Falcon suit.
Oh yeah, the all white suit basically,
Yeah, it
stars and
was like
stripes. It was
straight out of
awesome.
the comics. They did great. And I think there's a lot of cool stuff they can cover in his Captain America movie.
Yeah, I
I mean,
mean
there's
that realm of Marvel, like I'm not too familiar with. Like
right.
other than the MCU, I'm not too familiar with the Power Broker. Not really at all with the Falcon, or a U.S. agent. I've seen a
Yeah.
few stories with the Winter Soldier, but other than that, it's all kind of new to me. But I enjoyed it for having like
Yeah,
little to
for
no
sure.
knowledge.
And but yeah, there's just so much room for there's so much like cool opportunities they could do with Falcon because like his skill set, like with the wings and stuff, there's just so many cool things he can do with that and combined with the shield.
Oh
And
yeah,
what we saw of him at the in the last episode, it was cool.
yeah. The last episode, like one of my favorite like action pieces was when he was trying to rescue the people in the helicopter, and he throws the shield vertically, so it like cuts off the hinges, and it bounces back, and he dives through. So he like rips the
Yeah,
door off
yeah.
basically, and yeah, they can get really creative, and that's where. And one huge part, which I'm not sure of, I haven't checked, but I definitely think. Do you remember the name of the French soldier? Like the character's name?
Oh, Batrock the Leaper or something?
Yeah,
Is
he
that what
was
you
also.
mean?
Yeah, I think
George,
that's George St.
George
Pierre.
St. Pierre.
Yeah, who I
Yeah.
love UFC, and I grew up as a kid watching him, so he definitely had to have a hand in like helping out with the choreography because
Yeah, he's so cool.
there was a lot of good moves like where it's not just people throwing each other around. Like there was great takedowns, great submission attempts, and
Right.
just it's nice like when you actually had like we've had like The Rock and like John Cena and stuff be in movies, but like, and I'm not saying they don't know how to fight or anything, but like having someone from a background like mixed martial arts actually helping out
Right.
with the choreography helps it keep it more grounded. But they're still loose with it, so they make it a little more flashy. But
Yeah, yeah,
just
yeah.
being a fan of UFC, I really appreciated that, and I liked his character overall too. I don't know why, nothing really special. I just kind of
I
liked he
mean,
was just like the angry henchman, but it was really
yeah,
mainly just him.
yeah, right. Like he's like, I mean, it's just cool because it's George St. Pierre, but
Yeah, I think that's the only reason probably why I thought it was cool. But
and I like that he came back because we saw him in Winter Soldier, and I mean, he went toe to toe with Captain America. I mean, he's no pushover
oh yeah,
for
and
sure.
he was definitely like a better fighter than Falcon. Just the
Yeah,
wings and
for
stuff,
hand
and
to hand.
yeah.
Yeah.
But so like, what did you? Okay, now this is one thing I wanted to ask you, and for everyone listening out there, one of the hardest parts about like watching a new show, uh, is in the past Nick and I would talk about every episode, like we
As
would
it
at
happened, yeah.
yeah as it happened. But now we just like, oh, that episode was cool, and then we save it for
For
this.
this episode,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. But I wanted to see what you thought about Falcon and Winter Soldier's like the actors like chemistry. Like, what'd you think of that?
Yeah, there's moments I definitely didn't get the feeling that they were like, friends in real life. I mean, I guess it was more than about the same as any other movie. Like, what am I trying to say? Well, like Wanda's and Vision's relationship, or their chemistry seemed, I guess, better, like more realistic. Like you could actually feel it than Anthony and Sebastian.
You see,
I
I
mean, they
think
were cool.
Wanda's and Vision's like
Yeah,
theirs was more
Elizabeth
consistent. Yeah, Elizabeth and Paul
and
Bentley. Yep.
yeah,
I don't know why I
it's been a
spaced out on
while.
that, but theirs was more consistent and definitely more believable. But the way I dive into a whole bunch of things, I see different interviews and stuff, and they are like, they're friends and stuff. Like not probably really
Yeah.
close, but they get along well. And the only times I had issues was maybe the first two episodes, maybe stretching to the third, where they were trying to act like they didn't like each other.
Yeah.
Because I feel like after every take, like where one of them would mess up, they're both just kind of laughing their asses off, having fun.
Yeah.
But when they're trying to be serious, like, I don't like you, but I have to work with you, it felt weak to me. But then when
Yeah,
it
I
turned
totally
around,
agree.
like when Sebastian Stan was helping fix up the boat and stuff, they start getting a little
Yeah.
more lighthearted. Like they're still not like going around hugging each other, but
Yeah.
um, like after Falcon or Captain America gives a speech at the end, Bucky's just like, "Oh yeah, all I heard is I'm the new
Yeah.
Black Captain America." And then I kind of just tuned out after that, and they just
Yeah.
have a little chuckle, pat each other on the back, and then go off and do their thing. So
Yeah, I
like,
totally love how they didn't make Winter Soldier jealous or like mad. Like that I love how they made him like totally supportive.
yeah, the only point where like, yeah, like he wasn't upset that he wasn't Captain America.
Yeah.
He was like, okay, he's like, Steve chose you to be Captain America. You gave it up. You're dumb. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter like what you think. Steve thought it was the
Oh, for
right move.
sure.
You should have done that. And
Yeah. And
I
he's
like,
right.
yeah, and I liked Winter Soldiers. I think he might have had my favorite arc throughout the whole thing. Just trying to find
Yeah.
his
Well,
place
for
and
sure.
just kind of, come to grips with like losing Steve, his past. And I feel like they threw a lot at us, but at the same time they're able to wrap it up in a I mean, he's not completely good. I mean, he gave over the book and stuff, but at the same time, he's a
He's
step ahead.
and ever since he appeared in the like Winter Soldier, Captain America, like he's been in turmoil this whole time and he's always been fighting his inner demons and this show definitely aimed to settle that.
Yeah, I
But
mean,
I
Winter
don't
Soldier, he broke free of the control for a little bit.
yeah,
Then in Civil War, he was back under the control for a bit, then broke free. And then
right.
his time in Wakanda, but he clearly was never fixed. Still
And
having
I
nightmares and visions of the past when he was under
And
their
I
mind
don't
control.
really know what they have planned for him. Like I can't really predict his future as well as I can like other characters or where they're going with them. I don't really. I mean, is he just going to be Falcon's sidekick for the remainder of the?
I don't believe. Maybe we'll see him in. I don't know. Maybe we'll see him in the new Captain America movie.
Yeah, I think
But
he'll most definitely be in there. But
I think they're gonna save him for a role in the Thunderbolts like movie or TV show, which hasn't
yeah,
been
which they
announced, or has it?
yeah yeah I think so, or
I
at
don't know.
least
They cranked
rumored.
out a
But I
lot
mean,
of projects, and
they hinted at it in this show.
okay, so I could see him joining like kind of a slightly, like still militant, but like slightly off the books organization.
Right.
But I could see him like taking up a leadership role in that because I think he should. I mean, he had his own demons, but he was able to keep Sam kind of grounded for
No, for
most
sure.
of
I
it.
mean,
So
I like the idea of Captain America not being one person, but maybe being both of them. They kind of share it. I mean, yeah, Falcon can carry the shield, but they're mostly just like a duo. That'd be kind of cool. Like they both take up the mantle of like Captain America. I don't know.
yeah. Well, we're not getting off topic, but you, back to like the actual show itself. I know
Yeah.
you were really excited to see Baron Zemo.
Yeah, I was just about to say that too, talk about it next. As I'm staring at the Funko Pop. But I love the mask. I mean, obviously he only wore like once or twice, which always pisses me off. They always do that in shows or movies though. When a character has a mask, they rarely actually use the mask like the majority of the time. And I understand the actor wants their face shown because they want credit for the work and whatever. They want facial recognition, but the mask is so cool and it's just I mean Baron Zemo period. He was I liked what they did with him. The only part I didn't like was like they kind of made him a little too buddy buddy with Captain or with Winter Soldier and Falcon, which
Yeah,
he
yeah, I
isn't
can
like
see where
a
you're coming from.
he isn't an evil person. Like he's kind of he's a good guy, but he has some philosophies that are flawed and like just the way he wants to go about things. So I can
Yeah,
kind of see that aspect of it.
I mean, I don't really
But
think he has like any beef with like Falcon or the Winter Soldier, just because
no, for
his
sure.
whole initial plan and the whole reason he we established him as a villain is he's trying to break up the Avengers. He did that, and then kind of got over it. So like, he's still against superpowered beings and like their
Yeah,
what they could possibly do, but
which
he
was
yeah
heavy in this show. Like it was pretty dope when he would just cold-bloodedly like just shoot the fuck out of someone.
yeah like the guy with the super soldier serum.
Yeah, that was making the serum.
Yep.
That was pretty cool. I like that. And then he tried to kill who did he? Oh, he tried to kill U.S. agent John Walker, which I
Yeah.
totally forgot. There's a lot in this show, really.
There is a lot, and there's not a lot of episodes. I believe it was six, right?
Yeah,
But they're each an hour long. Like the
right.
shortest being like 45 minutes, but still that.
Yeah, so it's like 3 movies.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it had a lot more runtime per episode than WandaVision did,
Yeah, for sure.
but it
But
was.
yeah, Baron Zemo was cool. I mean, I feel like they could have used him a little better. I mean, it was good for Marvel. I didn't expect anything really different, I guess.
Yeah, so I mean, through all the stuff I've just been doing in my personal life and also just all the stuff I've been watching recently, um, so the Wakandans took him, right?
Yeah. Well,
But he
yeah,
was
so
in a. It seemed like at the end he was in a like he
he
wasn't
was
in
in the
Wakanda.
raft.
Yeah, so I
And
was curious about where it kind of left off from there.
yeah, yeah, I mean, if it is weird that Wakanda like did bring him back to Wakanda. Because you kind of think that would be more secure and you think they would want control over it, but I guess the raft is cool. I feel like Marvel's trying to make the raft a thing,
I mean,
and
yeah,
it's
I got that vibe too. I figured it was going to be kind of what's the word? Phantom Zone esque, where you just have
right.
like all these big bads in one area.
Yeah,
But
and but like I feel like everyone that has gone to the raft has gotten out. You know what I mean? So it's like it's not even that big deal. It's not like they escaped, but they just leave right away.
yeah, I mean,
That's where all the heroes went after Civil War, and
I was just more curious about like what, because in Black Panther they seemed adamant to wanting even
yeah,
not just to kill but to keep Ulysses Claw in Wakanda,
yeah,
and he stole vibranium,
yeah,
but Baron Zemo killed their king.
yeah,
So that's one of the not issues, but that was one of like the questions I had. Like, okay, you want to capture a guy who is wanted for theft, uh, versus killing your king. So I don't know, a weird choice because they could have just left them with Bucky and Sam because they
right,
would have done the same thing, bring them to the raft.
yeah.
But it
Well,
was
they
nice
weren't
seeing,
happy they broke them out in the first place, but
yeah. But it was nice seeing a few members of
oh
the
yeah, for
Wakandan
sure, it
Guard.
was a
Yeah.
cool little crossover.
Hmm.
But
Oh, go ahead.
oh, go ahead.
Oh. All right, I was gonna say I
Fuck.
liked it during that fight scene when they first show up, how they just kind of took off Bucky's arm in like two easy hits.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. And some like pressure point shit.
Yeah, and just popped off, kind of showing that like they like him, but they're still not entirely sure about him.
Right.
Because I mean, with a guy with a past like that, even if you think he might be reformed, especially if you're gonna give him a vibranium arm, it's probably best to not fully trust him.
But yeah, and then I think the only thing left we have left to talk about is really the whole flag smasher stuff and Carly Morgenthau or Thau,
Yeah.
however they pronounce her last name.
Well, we
I
have that, and
could
then one more thing after that. But yeah,
okay, well, I totally could see where they wanted to go with her. They wanted everyone to like her so bad, but and then like also show how far gone she was and how willing she was to just kill people. So it's like they tried to make us feel bad for her, but I could
they
I honestly
tried, but
didn't I
no,
honestly didn't care about any of the flag smasher stuff.
I didn't either. I mean, Carly, and no discredit to the actress, like
No.
she did fine,
Yeah,
but
she did good.
it's kind of like hard to make a character sympathetic when their motive is genocide.
Right. Yeah.
That's what it was. I mean, like it's she liked the way
Well,
things were, which I guess it's a big
it was
change. People
it
were
was
pushed
like
out, but
inconsistent. I don't know. She like like the flag smashers, they're for everybody and world peace. But and then at the same time she just had no problem killing however many people it took to like I mean, I understand like she thinks it's the only way to get what she wants is to just play the game that everyone else does, but it doesn't really track. Like it really doesn't make sense to me.
yeah, I was never really able to fully sympathize with her.
Yeah.
There was like a moment where it's like, oh yeah, like the foster mother she had, or whatever, was dying. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, I can kind of sympathize with that. Like, let's see where it goes from here. And then it goes to, yeah, we have a whole bunch of hostages. Well, we'll just let them die anyways. I don't care. And it's
Mm.
like, well, they don't really killing them won't really do anything for your cause except for add more bodies.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like they tried to almost make her a Thanos type, where she thought the ends did justify the means, but
Right.
it didn't translate well. And even if it
Well, that
did,
was
it'd
kind of
just
like
be kind of a
Zemo too.
copy, yeah. Well, Zemo, he more or less just wanted revenge for his family. He
Right.
was really just targeted the Avengers, and then you know all that whole thing. That mediocre movie,
Yeah.
but
They did. I think the ends justifying the means was a big factor in the whole show. That definitely was a main hitting point. But
Yeah, it was that, and yeah, there's a bunch of other like little motifs and stuff they tried to put in,
yeah,
uh, like with the older super soldier, I forget his name.
yeah. God, we're
Um,
not very good at
we're
this.
not, we were terrible. But yeah,
Um,
he Nick, hey, help me, save me, hurry,
I know. Well, I'm trying to
hurry,
look it up. Stall for
hurry.
us. Stall, stall.
Um, so I had pancakes this morning. Um, let's see, where
Isaiah
did I go?
Bradley.
Isaiah Bradley. I liked his backstory a lot, and I I kind of wish we got to see him do a little bit of action. That would have been kind of cool.
Yeah, I was.
But
Yeah, I was gonna say that too.
I did like how at the end he was given the tribute statue, which was nice.
Yeah, it was touching, and they hugged, and it's like, oh.
Yeah, but
And his son, they're setting up his, well, not son, grandson, I think. They're setting up his grandson to be like, whatever character he is in the comics.
wait, really?
Yeah. So
I didn't notice
yeah,
that at all.
So what's his name?
Because every time you like, I don't know.
Well, then I don't think they were like actively setting him up, but I mean
Okay,
that's
but
why he's in the show to eventually Eli Bradley.
is he?
I
Oh, yeah. See, I have no really knowledge of like this side of Marvel because it just
forget
seemed
what
like,
his
"Where's
forget what his
Isaiah?"
superhero
asked the
name
kid,
is.
and then you know,
Yeah. Oh, the Patriot, I think is his name.
oh, well, we'll see if they do anything with it. I mean, people still
Right.
talk about Marvel doing something with the kid from Iron Man 3, but
Yeah.
now we're gonna get forget her first name, but something Williams as Ironheart more than likely
Right.
to be take up the mantle. So who knows what
That'd be
Marvel's gonna
cool.
do? So
But yeah, in the Patriot, I guess Eli, I think in the comics one time he has like a blood transfusion with his grandfather, and his grandfather has like the super
yeah, the
soldier
serum,
serum
yeah,
in his blood, so it gives him that power. And then I think another time he uses like mutant like growth hormones or something to
maybe
get
he'll be.
powers.
Maybe they'll take some of the younger characters we've seen here and there and like pop them
Right.
into a future X Men project or something.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But
Or like yeah, Young Avengers.
so, what did you think about U.S. Agent?
He's cool. Wyatt Russell's a really good actor. He's
I was astonished. Like I know he looked a little awkward in the first picture with him and like the
yeah, the
towel.
leaked picture.
Yeah, it was just a bad camera angle, but he did a great job, and I'm
I
glad
think
that at least for Winter Soldier, he wasn't the main villain. Or I mean, sorry for Falcon and Winter
oh,
Soldier, he wasn't the
for
main
sure.
villain.
He was kind of more of a he was kind of more on their side but just creating problems.
Yeah,
It's like everyone in this show is not fully bad or fully good, which I've said in past episodes that I like, but I feel like they really overdid it in this one.
yeah. I mean,
And
I thought that when he made the his makeshift Captain America shield, he was
mhm.
gonna like. I thought that was the point where he's fully evil, and
Well, he kind of was. He kind of was cray cray.
he was until he got the shit kicked out of him, and then he kind of realized, he needed help taking
Well,
out the Flag Smashers. But
yeah, and he saved that bus. He kind of realized real what his real goals were.
yeah,
Because
but I mean, he did great.
yeah,
I liked him. I thought he was did a great job at acting.
yeah, no
Um,
doubt. I mean, I knew who Wyatt Russell was before, and I knew he was going to be good because I liked him in all of the stuff I've seen him in, like Overlord, and he's in 22 Jump Street, but he's young in that one, obviously, and
yeah, yeah, he played the Rooster guy, right, or whatever.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, he's in a good Black Mirror episode too, and then he is in The Walking Dead, but it's like these web episodes I watched a while ago. But he's been in a lot of stuff I like, and he's always been a good actor in my opinion. So I knew he would kill it, and he did. I think he's definitely my favorite part of the show, even though going in I thought it would have been Baron Zemo, but
I thought Sebastian Stan was my favorite in
yeah,
the role,
I mean he's always good. But
but
Wyatt Russell was like, I mean, he was. I didn't expect to like the U.S. agent character as much as I did.
I
He
liked,
was kind of annoying in the beginning, but I mean, it
yeah,
was pretty dope.
I liked him more than I thought I would. But
Yeah.
the one complaint I have, or the biggest complaint I have about him is, and I don't know who this would lay on, but like I got too much of Bullseye vibes from Netflix's Daredevil. What I mean,
Um.
without having like the whole like mental disorder, but at the same time, someone who tries to be a hero and then kind of just snaps and yeah, or
Well, it was the
takes up
super soldier
yeah.
serum that made him that. I mean,
There's different motivations, different ways, but they
right?
started off in the same place and they ended up in the same place for the most part.
Yeah.
I mean, I doubt that him taking the mantle of the U.S. agent is gonna
Yeah.
redeem the character. I think it's gonna go downward from there. But
Yeah. Well, I think he's going to be on the Thunderbolts if they do get around to that project, but I'm definitely looking forward to see where he goes from here. But in whole, the show, I mean, it was decent. I mean, I didn't hate it, I didn't love it, but
yeah,
it
I
was
enjoyed
kind
it
of
more than I thought I would. But
just another Marvel thing.
I am more excited about the possibilities and where they can go from here.
Yeah,
So
definitely a setup show.
yeah, it's a good stepping stone, and I feel
I
like
mean, which is what all these TV shows are going to be, is a lot of stepping stone stuff and a lot of building towards the future movies, which I have no problem with. But it's going to be the shows are really tedious in that way.
yeah, I mean we're like especially with these single season shows, I feel like the only downside to them is it will be difficult for people to go watch a new movie,
Yeah, if they haven't watched the shows.
which I do like because this is, if you're a Marvel fan or if you enjoy the Marvel projects, you're going to want to check these out and eventually they will pay off.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like I was thinking after the season ended, I was thinking about all the possibilities and I think, wow, what if there's somebody who's never seen any of these and like, "Oh, I want to go see this new movie." It's like,
The
well,
new Captain America
yeah,
movie.
it's like, well, you kind of have to go back and watch Iron Man 1. Well, how much more do I have to watch? Well, you have to watch all, like, almost 20 of those movies. You have to watch these 3 TV shows. And,
I mean, hey, I mean, that's not their fault.
no,
I
no, that's
mean,
great marketing. There's nothing wrong with that at all. I mean, I wish
if you
DC would have
have
built something up like
yeah,
this,
if you
but
have watched everything up till this point, it definitely rewards you with all the callbacks and stuff.
yeah. And it's
I mean,
definitely nice that, like, now that we're kind of done with Steve Rogers, Tony Stark, we're going to be done with Chris Hemsworth's Thor soon.
yeah,
And possibly Spider-Man at some point. Like,
yeah. I'm definitely interested
and we're
to
gonna
see
be
how
done with
that
the
goes.
Guardians. We're gonna get a whole new like list of fresh, lesser known characters that are gonna get the
Yeah,
spotlight. Which
but there's so many more now. Like
oh yeah,
the universe is so diverse and like massive now.
yeah, and that's where Marvel deserves like just all the praise in
Credit.
the world for just
Yeah.
like building up
Oh,
this
no doubt.
extensive universe. But it fits, it works.
Well, it's just like comic books. Watching Marvel movies and stuff, it's just like watching a comic book. I mean, because just of the world and knowing they're all connected and that this character is here doing this while they're here doing this.
Yeah, you get your main
It's
novels,
cool.
then you get your side shots or your single shots and stuff, but somehow they all
Yeah.
kind of tie in, and then you get like the big thing, like an endgame type of like book,
Yeah.
and you can still enjoy it, but it helps to see where each person kind of ended up to get to this point. So, but
But
yeah,
yeah.
Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Well, now it's well, did you see how they changed the title at the end? It
Uh,
was
Captain America.
Captain America and the
Yeah,
Winter Soldier. Yeah.
Which I don't
But
know if other than
so
Captain America, I don't know what other title they give Bucky, but I kind of want them to give him something else. I'll even
nah,
just take Soldier.
he's always going to be Winter Soldier, I think. Which is kind of a reminder of his past, and it's weird, but it is what it is. And I think in the I don't think anyone's calling Falcon Captain America. They're going to call Falcon Falcon.
Yeah, I still will. I mean, he can
But
have
it's
four
fine.
more. He can have four more solo Captain America movies, and I'll still call him
Yeah.
Falcon.
Oh, for sure.
Like,
I mean, as long as he has the wings.
oh
Well,
yeah, exactly.
even if not, but whatever.
It just feels weird after all these years calling somebody other than Chris Evans.
Yeah.
It's like for yeah, calling him Captain America, but
Yeah, no doubt.
we'll see. I mean, it's definitely a good pick. I love the suit. Uh, get a lot of cool like choreography moves out of the whole edition with the wings and the little jetpack and the few
Yeah.
tech things that he has in his suit. So yeah, I mean overall, I liked it. Not crazy about it, but it was definitely fun to watch. I was not bored for more than probably 5 minutes
Yeah.
per episode. Then something interesting would happen, and yeah,
No, yeah, I totally agree. But the next show is Loki, I think, which I don't know how to think. I mean, it's
I
gonna be
don't know.
cool to
Yeah,
see all the cool type of time travel stuff they can do. But I mean, I don't
time
know.
travel
We'll
stuff
see.
is always so fucking difficult in movies and shows.
Yeah.
It's always, and with as big as the
Well,
fan
it's
base
just
is for the MCU, there's gonna be so many people fact checking and just going back, looking
Yeah.
at every little detail, which I already can say I will not do.
No, I'll watch YouTube videos of people doing it, but
And I'll just take it as it is whenever I think. Nick, turn off your damn phone.
fuck, I'm sorry. I'm a bad YouTuber. All right, later, nerds.